Young Michael Jordan versus old Michael Jordan. And you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And credit on the first commercial that I played. I have to make sure and give credit for the first commercial that I played. Was Gatorade. And then that commercial right there was also, who was that commercial by? That was Coke. I think it might have been Coke. We'll figure that out in a second. You are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I'm talking about the top 5 sports commercials of all times. And number 4 for me was Young Mike versus Old Mike. And if you remember this commercial, and you just heard some of it just now, he says, you reach, you teach. And it's just like classic Michael Jordan. And I don't know, I guess they did one of them hologram things where they pulled, Michael Jordan in his younger days against this Michael Jordan was actually playing against his younger self. And it was crazy. And then at the very end, it was the very, very young Michael Jordan that walked up in a North Carolina Tar Heel uniform. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining you, folk. I really do appreciate it. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. That is the number to the show, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. If you're a company out there and you'd like to partner with the Doug Stewart Show, please hit me up at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. We are doing huge things around here. I mean, big-ass things around here. Yes. Signing new sponsors, making new partners. And so if you like to do that, if you like to promote your brand, your product, your company, we love to partner with you. So email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. And this segment is brought to you by 911 Tax Relief. Get Uncle Sam off your back. And check out the banner link on my web page, thedugstewartshow.com, for 911 Tax Relief. All right? So we just talked about your boy Jerry Jones and his beef with Dez Bryant and Jay-Z, I guess, and Rock Nation supporting or managing Dez Bryant. But your boy is in the news again. Jerry Jones talking about the flight going to London for the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. He says, Gene's going to have to sit in the bulkhead. Now, where have I been? Have I been outside the country? The only place I've been is Mexico, and technically that's still North America. Never been abroad per se. I don't know what the hell a bulkhead means, but evidently a bulkhead means it's one of the seats on the plane for a long flight, and I think they said this flight is 18 hours to London. Is one of the seats that's not comfortable. And he's saying that his wife, Jean, is going to have to sit in this bulkhead because Tony Romo's got a lounge. Tony Romo's got to get the good seat. Now, I've said this before. I actually did a show on this on the Doug Stewart Show on YouTube months and months back. And I don't know what the situation was and why I felt like I needed to do a show, something controversial with Tony Romo. Maybe it was I was just talking about how bad I thought the Dallas Cowboys were going to be, which that didn't turn out so good. But I did a show, and I talked about it, and I could never figure out, and I've been wondering for years, like a lot of people are, even Dallas Cowboy fans are, what is Jerry Jones's infatuation with Tony Romo? What is it? Because by the evidence that you have, Jerry Jones shouldn't love Tony Romo and believe in Tony Romo the way that he does. Now, he's got a ton of yards. He's thrown for a lot of touchdowns. But he's also lost a lot of games and made some bonehead decisions at the end of said games. But what is it about Jerry Jones and Tony Romo's relationship that Jerry just infinitely believes in this guy? What is it? Because he had back surgery, and before that he gave him this big gazillion-dollar contract, and he had never really proven to be that type of, that top-tier quarterback that you could really, put the franchise on his back, and he'll win you a couple of Super Bowls. And, he wasn't even drafted. He wasn't highly drafted. What is it about this relationship? It's almost like, and I've heard Dallas Cowboy fans, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I've heard them joke around and try to intimate that these guys got, they're doing some hanky-panky or something behind closed doors. It almost feels like Tony Romo has something on him. Like Tony Romo has some pictures on Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones said that no, his wife is going to have to sit in the uncomfortable section of the plane, and Tony Romo, who they're trying to get to play, who has 2 broken vertebrae in his back from an injury he sustained a week ago. They want this guy to play. And I know Wheaton isn't that great of a quarterback and had, a bad game this past weekend. I know that. I get that. But still, why? Why does Jerry Jones love Tony Romo so much? It's like the 8th wonder of the world. What's the reason? What is the reason? Why does he just believes in this guy? And I don't think Dallas has come close to winning a Super Bowl as long as Tony Romo's been the quarterback. I mean, am I wrong? Am I missing something? Do I have revisionist history? It's not even like, you're getting to the AFC Championship or even like Mark Sanchez, who we'll talk about a little bit later. It's not like you even have that many great things on the resume. Sanchez made it to 2 AFC Championships. They didn't go to a Super Bowl, but you saw promise. You saw him make plays and do smart things with the football. Yeah, not so much with Tony Romo. Not so much with Tony Romo, but Jerry Jones infinitely believes in this guy. And I've said it before. Tony Romo, to me, is a modern-day version of Brett Favre. He is. The guy will win you games, but the guy will definitely lose you games. Now, this year, with them running the football more and putting a bigger emphasis on the run game and DeMarco Murray, and the defense has been playing fantastic, I think it's limited the throws, okay? So you don't have Romo throwing the ball 40, 50 times a game. You're controlling the clock. You're letting your defense rest, and it's a formula for success. It's crazy that they haven't figured this out years and years ago, but they aren't doing better, and even though they've lost a couple of games in a row, they aren't better this year as a football team, in particular because of Tony Romo. It's because of the other things. It's because of the outlying things that the Dallas Cowboys have been doing this season, all right? Some of the things I just mentioned, the running game and better defense, and, they're playing good football, better team football, and they've taken the football out of the hands of Tony Romo. But for some reason, and God only knows, Jerry Jones loves Tony Romo. And if you're a Cowboy fan out there, do you feel the same way as me? I don't get it. It's your quarterback and you want to support him and you want to show him love and you want to believe in him. But if you're a Cowboy fan out there, do you get the infatuation between Jerry Jones and Tony Romo? Or do you see it? Am I wrong? Do you understand why Jerry believes in this guy so much? Do you believe in Tony Romo? Seriously, be honest with yourself as a Cowboy fan. Do you believe in Tony Romo? Even though they've been winning the last couple of weeks, once again, do you believe in him? Do you believe that Romo can get you to the mountaintop? Do you really believe that Tony Romo can get you to the mountaintop? 404-382-0338. 404-382-0338. That's the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show, and we are coming to you live from the ATL. And we do the show every single day, Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. Make sure you tell someone, pass the word. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Twitter, at the Doug Stewart Show, both of those. I'm going to be more active with this Instagram stuff, too. I posted a ton of stuff on Instagram over the last couple of days, and people like that type of stuff to see what you got going on in your daily lives. They like pictures. People are very visual, so I'm going to do a lot more on Instagram. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That is the way that you can get in contact with me, especially if you're a business out there and you like to talk some business with us. We love to do that with you. All right, 404-382-0338. That is the number to the show, and it's a Top 5 Tuesday, and the Top 5 is the Top 5 commercials, Top 5 sports commercials of all times, okay? And so my number 5 was the Be Like Mike commercial, and number 4 was the young Jordan versus the old Jordan. I think both of those were Gatorade. I'll verify that during the break. And we'll get my producer to tell me that during the break. And so I got 3 more to go. And all of this spurred from this LeBron commercial, this Nike commercial the other night, where LeBron and just basically had the city of Cleveland, not just his teammates, the city of Cleveland in a huddle, talking about how big this was and how much they have to repay the city of Cleveland for all the love that they're giving him. And, man, I've come full circle on LeBron. And I have. And I mean, but you know what, though? I'm real. I'm real like that. And I've come full circle on this guy. I had verifiable reasons why I was not a fan of that guy for years, the years that he was down in Miami. But, wow, going back to Cleveland, which I think he should have never left in the first place, going back to Cleveland, the essay when he talked about some of the mistakes he's made in the past and talked about why he felt like it was almost like his mission in life to go back to Cleveland and help revive that city. I mean, nothing but respect for the young man. And that commercial the other night was just so emotionally big. Well done once again. So I'm pretty sure that's going to appear on one of the spots for my top 5 sports commercials of all time. Yes, and I am getting verification behind the window that the Mike versus Mike commercial was by Gatorade. So crazy. 2 of my 5 commercials are with Michael Jordan in them. Yes, and maybe there's another one, so stay tuned for that. You are listening to The Doug Stewart Show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. That is the number to the livest, the most interactive, the most fun sports talk show in America. Cowboy fans, do you believe in Tony Romo? What's the deal between him and Jerry Jones? I mean, I'm only wondering. I don't get it. And also, Jerry got real issues with Rock Nation. I mean, come on, Jerry. You got to get with it, man. I mean, Eugene Parker is old money. Rock Nation is new money. These boys want to associate themselves with that brand. I mean, it's The Rock. You know how important that is for those young kids to throw up that rock symbol and say they're down with Jay-Z? That means a lot in their circles. I mean, it just does. It was almost kind of like akin to what happened with the whole No Limit sports agency. I mean, you remember everybody and their mama in the rap industry wanted to have one of those No Limit tanks on their necklace, on their charm. That was the thing. You didn't really solidify yourself as a label unless the charm on your necklace for the logo of your company was an everyday conversation. You remember the Bad Boy logo and the Death Row records and the No Limit records? Yeah. So the reason why Ricky Williams signed with No Limit Sports Agency is because he wanted to get one of those charms. I'm telling you, it was crazy. So these kids want to identify themselves with those big modern day hip hop, mogul brands. All right. Up next on the Doug Stewart Show, we'll grab some of your calls. We'll still talk about these top 5 sports commercials of all times, and some little news and notes in the world of the NFL. We'll talk some Falcons. We'll talk some Mikhail Prokhorov, owner of the Nets. And Alex Rodriguez is paying people off. Yes, don't go away. I'll tell you about that on the Doug Stewart Show. Business owners, Advertise Unlimited is one of the few national flyer and door hanger distribution companies that service every market in the U.S., promoting your grand opening or special event, as well as creating brand recognition amongst the public. Here's what they do. They deliver your printed ad or promotion to the front door of your targeted customer. The beauty is they outperform direct mail advertising, and your ad doesn't get lost in the mailbox. Now, isn't that what really matters? Boom! The most professional, reliable distribution teams in the business, and they also provide real-time proof of performance for all campaigns. An A rating with the Better Business Bureau, and were voted one of the fastest-growing companies in the U.S. by Inc. magazine. Advertise Unlimited has the capability to print and distribute up to 20,000 flyers or more for less than the price of a stamp. Use the promo code DSS and get an extra 10% discount on your initial campaign. So, give them a call at 1-866-369-9003. Again, that's 1-866-369-9003, or check out their website at goadvertiseunlimited.com and make your advertising dollars count. Yes! The Doug Stewart Show is off and running, but just like every company, we need sponsors. Would yours like to work with one of the livest, most dynamic, and recognized sports talk show personalities in America? By the way, that's me. Getting in on the ground floor? Well, call us at 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com, and let's do business. From the smallest company in Atlanta
to the biggest brands nationally and worldwide, shawty.